Rio's mural in the quad is getting a refresh. The koi painting has been part of the campus for years now, and one student has decided to take the project into her own hands.
Hi, my name is Olivia Brennan, and I'm redoing the mural for my senior Civitas project. I think the mural has been looking pretty bad lately, and it wasn't done too long ago because they didn't do the process correctly. And I'm calling it, I guess, a beautification project, and I just think that since the school looks so nice right now, the mural can look a lot better. So it's going to be painted over the summer, and I posted QR codes around the school. I put it in the school newsletter, and then there was also announcements over the loudspeaker for about a month. There were, I think, 5 options. There was redoing the koi pond. There was monuments around Northern California, monuments around Sacramento, and then there was a labyrinth where you could walk along the labyrinth. And then there was a garden, which won. So I need volunteers. Some people signed up over the QR code, and then I'm going to go around to Civitas classes to get people to sign up. And if other people are interested, they can email me. I think that's on the QR code. And that's basically it.
Every day, we pass by hundreds of strangers, but we have no idea who they are, what they have been through, or how they are doing. So today, we talked to 4 people.
Where are you from?
I'm from Istanbul, Turkey. I speak Turkish and French.
Did you immigrate here?
So my husband, he's from here. We met in Istanbul and we dated long distance for 2 years, and then we decided we were going to get married. So I ended up living here, but it wasn't necessarily an immigration plan to move here, basically.
When you were back in Istanbul, what was your childhood like?
Oh, wonderful. Without a doubt. Yeah, it was great. At the age of 6, I could just walk to school in a big city and not get scared and say hi to people. So it was very, fun and safe, and lots of things to do, always. Yeah.
Is there anything in particular?
Wake up.
There are a few things I would have done differently, maybe, because there were points where I cared more about my family's judgment. Like, your family has an opinion about what's good for you. There's a few points in life, instead of following my heart, I followed what they suggested and what everybody else would think,
What is your career?
I'm a DJ, and I used to be an audio engineer back home. But I actually love DJing more than audio engineering, but somehow I did more audio engineering because my career took off there, and I was lucky enough to get paired with very successful musicians, and suddenly I was making a good living out of it, which is an incredible thing. It doesn't happen to many people, it's pure luck. Now I do a radio show for a radio station back in Turkey. And I make music. So I was actually quite lucky. All my life I managed to make a living out of music.
Twinkle you, sir, want to be our.
When was the loneliest that you've ever felt?
Loneliest? About 2 years ago. I just moved out from my parents' house, and it was weird. You kind of just don't have. You have support, but you're kind of alone at the end of the day,
Do you not feel lonely anymore?
Yeah, not anymore. I've made a lot of friends at work and around me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the biggest heartbreak you've ever felt?
Biggest heartbreak? Actually, my current girlfriend, when I was trying to talk to her, she kind of rejected me and ghosted me for a long time. And I would have to say that's the biggest heartbreak. Mentally, it was hard. I felt kind of lonely. It was definitely a hardship, but it also built a good shield for me, if that makes sense. I kind of know how to handle my emotions without necessarily acting upon them. Yeah, I know how to just step back, take a look at things, and then just act upon that afterwards.
How are you guys doing?
We're very good.
How long have you guys been together?
Just 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah,
Nice.
5 years. Yeah.
What's a reoccurring thought that you can't seem to get out of your head?
Well, I had a heart attack in October, and I think the thing that kept coming to my head is I'm not ready. There's still things that I want to do and places I want to go. I think the thought of maybe dying weighed heavy on me. I can't control that, but I can control everything I do until then.
What advice you want to give our high school
Oh
girls?
my goodness. There's always a place and a time to say what you need to say, and how you say it depends on how they'll listen to it. So sometimes instead of getting mad at somebody and yelling at them, keep speaking lower and lower until they're going, "Excuse me, what? And they're really listening. Make people listen to you. You have an opinion, you have thoughts, you have goals, and if you don't speak them, yeah, so keep speaking and listening. And listening, yeah.
What are the things that you love to do?
Oh, I love to go bike riding. I like to go visit friends. I like to be around people, get together. I like to go out and have fun on Friday nights, even all through the weekend.
Yeah.
Have barbecues with family and friends. But, you know, you throw caution to the wind when you know something as bad as it is that has killed millions of people. Yeah, you got to think about it. You have to think about it.
Yeah.
You know, I want to live as much as the next person. But my bottom line is to enjoy life and go out and do the things I always like to do. Not feeling cautious about anything. You know, I live my life one day at a time.
When was your first heartbreak?
Not seeing my cousins in a long time, family members that I haven't seen in a long time. This has put, you know, a little hurt in each and every one of us in our family. When you have a problem like we do with this pandemic, and you have loved ones who are up in their age, and you want to be with them, spend the last few moments with them, you know, in their life, it plays upon your mind. You think about those things and the memories you could have made and did have. But, you know, I lost a family member. That's all that's been affecting me. Now I think about what time I could have spent with them. Didn't happen. So.
If you're a new driver here at Rio, you probably pay $40 to $60 for gas. But why is it that gas is more expensive now than it was before?
This morning, gas prices soaring to the highest average ever recorded, $4.17 a gallon.
I just filled up right now, and it cost me $50 versus normally it costing me $30.
Up 10 cents in just one day and 55 cents since last week, eclipsing the previous record of $4.10 a gallon set 14 years ago.
In California, $4 a gallon would be a relief. The average there is $5.28. Prices at this Shell station in Los Angeles hitting nearly $7.
Oh my God.
Gas prices shocking drivers at the pump.
It's $100 and it's not even a full tank.
It all comes down to the simple economic phenomenon, the law of supply and demand. The pandemic led the market price for gas to plunge due to a shortage in demand and an increase in supply. With the lockdowns, less people were able to travel and commute. The number of vehicle miles traveled, measured by the Federal Highway Administration, declined from about 300 billion miles to about 160 billion miles. That's a 50% difference. Now that lockdowns and other mandates are lifted, oil production is met with a surge in demand. However, why can't crude oil inventories meet the demand? Well, Changes in supply include input prices, natural conditions, changes in technology, and government taxes, regulations, or subsidies.
Corporations like Shell gas station were at this gas station in Hollywood, and they announced today that they're going to stop buying Russian oil with the ongoing crisis.
The president making the announcement after rare bipartisan pressure to stop the flow from Russia.
Because of the actions of President Putin, because he invaded a sovereign country, that created instability in the markets.
The administration is considering banning Russian oil and cutting off the revenue to Putin, though it accounts for just 3% of U.S. oil imports.
President Biden is hoping that this ban by the U.S. puts more of a strain on Russia's economy.
Putin's war is already hurting American families at the gas pump. Since Putin began his military buildup on Ukrainian borders, just since then, the price of the gas at the pump in America went up 75 cents. And with this action, it's going to go up further. I'm going to do everything I can to minimize Putin's price hike here at home. In coordination with our partners, we've already announced that we're releasing 60 million barrels of oil from our joint oil reserves.
And the administration is in talks with Venezuela for the first time in 3 years, part of an ongoing global search for crude oil as a substitute for Russia if the ban goes through.
Now that you get a small idea of how supply and demand works, fuel prices will only continue to rise.